Hey guys, how is it going? I wanted to talk very quickly about the astrology for November. We're nearly at the end of 2024 and there is some significant astrology that's going to be taking place in November and December. So it's a really good idea if you are somebody who is sensitive to the energies of the planets, the stars, and the earth in general. Pay attention to what I think is being asked of you for closing out this year. There is this new moon on the 1st in the sign of Scorpio. Now, this inevitably goes to say that this is one of those times where it's going to be closing out inevitably some cycles that I think you can't take through with you into 2025. This new moon is absolutely wiping the slate clean and starting afresh. Okay, this is a new moon of transformation, endings and transformation. And sometimes it's really important for us to make peace in our own heart, in our own mind, what it is that we know that we have to say goodbye to. And make peace with the process of closing that cycle out and opening ourselves up to the brand new cycles that are waiting for us to move forward in our future too. On the 2nd, Mercury moves into the sign of Sagittarius and communication becomes very free-flowing. It becomes adventure-oriented. It's about expansion. It's about good luck. It's about philosophy. It's about getting to those new heights. And there's an ambition that comes with Mercury into Mercury moving into Sagittarius, which I feel like for a lot of us is going to encourage us to be really flexible and mutable and to go with the flow, but to be really sparky and fiery and dynamic wherever we need to be, especially in our communication. On the 3rd, Mars enters the sign of Leo. This is the planet of war and action and masculine incentive, action, intuition. In the sign of Leo, where it's the star of the show, and it's almost like you are being asked to show strength, determination, and confidence during this particular transit. As Venus enters the sign of Capricorn, we're being asked to get very, very, very pragmatic about love. And that's the 11th of November. Venus moving into Capricorn is saying, right, what is it that works? Who is it that works? Who is it that you practically know that you can succeed in love with? On the other hand of that, Capricorn being as pragmatic as it is, who is it that you know is just a toxic bond, is not making the cut, and can't move forward with you for the sake of your own progression? This is about ambition, and ambition in love. Sometimes people tend to make partners that are beneficial for them monetarily or for their lives under this transit. But it's about thinking about what has staying power, what is a good investment, and what really needs to be sacked. On the 12th, Saturn finally goes direct in the sign of Pisces. Saturn is your responsibility. Saturn is the father figure, right? Saturn is finally going direct in this sign of Pisces, where it's very intuitive, it's very mystical, nothing is set in stone. Now, Saturn and Pisces, you would think that very straightforward and very mystical, this would never work. This is actually fantastic for you to encompass who you are as a person and then captivate all of the artistic qualities of you, all of the quirky qualities in you, and see what it is that you can take from that and monetize it in your life to make it work for you. How do you make your quirks work for you? On the 15th is this full moon in the sign of Taurus, and this is about pleasure, it's about good food, it's about dressing well, it's about seeking pleasure in every aspect of life and in a guilt-free way. The only downside to this is that it can be a little bit, indulgent, but it's once a year. who does not need to be indulged in this time of mystery and with this astrology that's really, really signifying change. So enjoy this full moon. Go out on a date. Cook some really indulgent food. I'm just thinking a yummy chocolate cake. On the 19th, here we welcome in the rebellion, this brand new vision for the world. Pluto enters the sign of Aquarius after a lot of toing and froing. So we've had a lot of tasters of this. This is now for the next 20 years. It's finally entering the sign. Pluto is finally entering the sign of Aquarius for good. This is absolutely the dawn of the new age, where we see these systematic structures and these empires fall and collapse. Okay, this is the time for the underdog. This is the time for the quirky, free living, hippie vibes, right? This is communications. This is energy work. This is the healing, futuristic new age healing that is needed of the world. So really, let's welcome this phase with open arms. On the 21st, the sun enters the sign of Sagittarius, and on the 25th, Mercury goes retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. And I would say just be still, avoid travel until I think the 15th of December. And on the 30th, there is this new moon in Sagittarius. So we are sandwiched between new moons in this month of November. One being the transformation. So we're starting the month with the necessary portals that we need to step through in order to transform, to end out cycles of that are just not working anymore and open up brand new ones, brand new dawns. And then this new moon at the end of the month that is really asking us to set off. It's like set off for your expansions, set off for your adventures. I hope you guys found the video helpful. Do give it a thumbs up. Book a reading at rubyreadstarot.com. All of my love to you guys. Take it easy.